Yo, welcome back to Military Break, where we talk all things military. Well, majority at least. I'm your host, Patrick Montgomery, aka Mont, and today we're diving into one of the few topics that I hear nothing in the news about, nor do I hear about it in the recruitment offices or even in movies. But it's something that affects a lot of service members and veterans, including myself at one point, and the military is sweeping it under the rug. But let's talk about it. The military is causing you erectile dysfunction. And that's just not the beginning, because alongside are plenty other health issues that impact military personnel, both men and women across the board. But let's get down to it. For a lot of people in the military is a life changer. You learn skills, you learn discipline, you gain a sense of purpose. But for all those positives are also challenges that we don't get to talk about enough. Things like physical injuries, mental health struggles, and yeah, even things that affect your personal life. Now, to be clear, erectile dysfunction, or what so many people know as ED, doesn't just come out of nowhere. In the military, we're exposed to constant stress, sleep deprivation, and sometimes pretty serious trauma. And it's not just the guys, but female veterans face sexual health issues as well, which affects both physical and mental. It's hurting us. It's hurting us as a whole. And yet the military isn't exactly known for being supportive in these areas. But aside from that, let's look at the numbers. Now, the numbers say, according to studies or whatever, veterans are significantly more to experience erectile dysfunction compared to civilians. On top of that, 1 in every 3 military members are dealing with PTSD. 80% experience some kind of a musculoskeletal injury, and these issues continue to add up. Why does this happen? And honestly, look at the daily grind and the demand in the military life has to offer. It's legit, no joke. Like the constant training, the deployments, and sometimes the combat situations put the body and mind through levels of stress that most people don't deal with on an everyday basis. We're talking about high pressure situations, broken sleep cycles, poor nutrition, lack of downtime. We are in this environment day after day, year after year. These things start to wear you down. But here's the real problem. The military hasn't always been this great in recognizing and addressing these issues. And I know people who serve years get out and only just start to deal with the after effects. Physical therapy, mental health, counseling, medical treatments, they aren't exactly at the top of the list of service members, even though they absolutely should be. And when it comes to ED, for example, there's a stigma around it. In the military, we're expected to be strong, to continue to push through. Taking things like this, we don't take it serious. We take it as a joke. We take it that, they can't do their job, or they're not cut out to they're not cut out for the military. They ain't performing at their highest level. Like, bro, what? I understand there's a problem, but what can we do about it? What can we do to resolve this issue? So we understand that there's a problem, but what can we do about it? It's not like, we can completely change the military culture overnight, but there are things that we can do and start advocating now. First of all, we need better healthcare policies for service members. A lot of health conditions such as, ED are preventative if they're identified early on. Like, we need more resources dedicated, in my eyes, to mental health support, physical therapy, preventative care. Ultimately, think about it. If we're addressing some of these issues early on, it means that the service member can stay healthier for a long period of time. The military is able to retain more capable personnel instead of having to kick them out because they're not meeting a certain standard that the military is requiring. People then can transition into the civilian life with less baggage. And in my eyes, I feel like it's a win-win. Now, mental health is a huge part of this. Military life can take a serious toll on the mental well-being. And when it happens, it affects everything from the mood to the relationship, even to your physical health in general. But programs like counseling, stress management, PTSD treatments, they need more funding. They need to be more visible to the people, because mental health should be honestly a routine factor in the fitness, test. And it's not just about the mental health, but physical fitness matters too. But it's not just in the way that we usually think about it. Because it's great to be in tip-top shape, but we need more focus time on recovery. Things like stretching, flexibility, injury prevention is needed to be prioritized. But here's the bottom line. We need a culture shift. This whole suck it up and keep it going mentality isn't getting us anywhere. It's not doing anyone any kind of favors. For sure, we need resilience, but resilience isn't ignoring the issues. It's facing them head on. It's taking care of our bodies and minds so that, we can be the best soldiers, the best sailors, the best airmen, the best Marines that we can be. But if you're currently serving, or, even if you're a vet, know that you're not alone in this situation. Please reach out for support. And if you're watching this and you feel like, a change is needed, say something. Talk to someone, write Congress, and honestly keep the conversation going. Because at the end of the day, the health of our military should be the priority, regardless. But thank you guys for sticking around and sticking through this. I know this is not an easy conversation or topic to talk about, but we gotta face the realities. This is what's really going on. And until we address the issue and continue to bring it up and to push the envelope to make them do something about it, we can't really, hope for anything more. But if you have a story, if you have some information on this topic, please feel free to drop it down in the comments below, and let's keep this conversation going. Because we got to find some common ground. We got to make a change. But when is this change going to happen? When is this change going to happen, y'all? But until next time or whatever, don't forget to like and subscribe. Click the bell notification or whatever. But hey, again, military bread. See you guys next time. But let's eat.